Hi, this is the weekly recap, and this is the first video of the market outlook, which I'm going to post as public, and of course, the other videos will be private. Right, so let's start with the SPX chart. Very different picture this week. After the fall we've seen the previous weeks, we had something that could be the final flush, and that was on Monday. And then it has recovered strongly. We have a buy signal here. And now, because we still have those exacerbated moves, for example, on Friday, we had a high at 2765 and then it fell to 2700. So, very difficult market, still trading on lighter volumes. That said, let's look at some indicators. Even though it has been penetrated very deeply to almost 2600, this support level is overall still holding. So there will be a lot of fighting here. It could actually, now that even the 61% fib has also been penetrated now, this time on the upside, there may be a lot of fighting in this range and overall start breaking up. And if it does, we have resistance levels on the 2770 area, so not that far from the high on Friday, and then 2770, and the very strong resistance is just above 2800. It corroborates here between the two patterns. So what can we see? Maybe because the market is going so fast, we're going to look at an hourly chart. And the hourly chart shows a different picture. The thing is that we have a conflicting situation here with this downward channel being broken with a normal bounce on the strong support level around 2690, 2700. But then it looks like the market is ready to go lower. So I expect a continuation of this very, very weird environment. Sorry, it was at 2650, the same support level as on the daily chart. So yes, we can anticipate more fighting here, and it's difficult to know what's going to give. If we look at this shifting of support resistance levels, it looks like it could be fairly bearish. If it goes south and tests 2650 again, it will of course not help our November position, but the good thing is that they are going to expire soon. So it will also be depending on volatility over the next few days. Maybe it's time to close the November trade. We're just trying to buy time, as we're going to see later on option view. If the market fights a bit more in this area before it falls, we may actually be in a good position to close it. Overall, this could very much be a blip in a bearish market. Will there be a final test of 2770, 2810? It's hard to know, because sometimes the market tries to actually go all the way up to test the channel again. That would be unlikely. If we look now at the Bollinger Bands, it has not really hit the 2SD, and now it is actually above the moving average. So let's rather look at the 1 hour chart. Yeah, and this is a more dangerous situation here, because in the hourly chart we see that sudden range compression, which is probably indicating that the market is going to move sharply one way or the other on Monday. It's impossible to know where it will be going. It is probably more going on the downside than the upside. So if it does that, we may actually look at what it would be like. On the downside, we'll be watching 2700, 2680, and it's not exactly a coincidence, again, 2660. We're going to look at option view. Let's hope that if it goes down, it will be measured and without too much of a vol spike. Time is on our side. We just need to buy a bit more of it over the coming week. That's it for now. Next videos will be on an analysis of our positions on option view.